Alright, so before anyone yells at me, I know I'm late. Um, I've been busy lately, so that's why I haven't had as many videos up too. But today I've been just going crazy making videos, so I know I'm late, but I'm gonna give a review of The Killing Joke. For anyone that doesn't know, I do like comic books. I don't read as much of the comic books. Like I don't read like every issue that comes out and stuff. I read just ones that are recommended or obviously really popular and stuff. Um, so The Killing Joke, I went and saw in theaters as part of the was it whatever event. I don't remember the company obviously because I'm struggling, but I went and saw it on the event in movie theaters. And I thought I'd give my review. There was a lot of mixed reviews, and I noticed not there wasn't a lot of mixed reviews about The Killing Joke itself. I have read the Killing Joke comic book, the graphic novel. By the way, I have read that. So, yeah, a lot of the reviews were about Barbara Gordon's half hour or however long it was prequel, which I'm gonna review separately from the Killing Joke because yeah, it it deserves its own separate review, I guess. So it was weird. If you've seen any of the complaints about it, basically she and Batman, man, they pretty much hook up. Yeah, so there's that. And yes, some iterations that is a thing, definitely. But I feel like The Killing Joke part of it, I don't feel like that part fit in. It was a little weird and random. I don't think they made Barbara Gordon out to be just a what did people say, like just a horny like sex dog or whatever. People are just saying they made her out to be like this girl that's just sex crazed or something. I don't think they went that far. To me, I mean, she was still badass, and they still showed her under like her little plot of she just kind of loved the fighting. It wasn't about Bruce like people were saying. I mean, they did have some, yeah, she would allude to him a couple times, but they made it pretty clear to me that her character was more just in love with the fighting, the action, the thrill, stuff like that. Not, oh, I'm in love with Bruce, that's why I do everything. No, that's not how it was to me. So yeah, the prequel with Barbara Gordon I could have done without. I know that they put it in there obviously because The Killing Joke is not a very long. It's not very long. I don't know what I wish they would have done. I guess I wish the plot for Barbara's like part. I just wish it wasn't so generic. I guess that's the only thing I say. It just wasn't. It didn't wow me. It didn't feel special. It felt just really generic. And DC animated movies have just this way of making you feel like really good, like it keeps you on the edge of your seat, better than the live action ones in my opinion. And I don't know, for this one the Barbara Gordon didn't do that, so I don't know what I think they should have done. It felt really generic, it felt rushed, it felt a little bit lazy. But as far as the Killing Joke goes now, I will say this. If you liked the graphic novel of Killing Joke, you will like the movie. And I'll say it again. If you like the graphic novel, you will like the movie. The bad reviews are mostly from Barbara Gordon's part, which, as I said, is very underwhelming and not the usual DC animated movie experience you get when you watch a DC animated movie. But The Killing Joke was literally the graphic novel freaking brought to life. Like, holy crap. There were just, like, half the lines were just brought to, like, you see people complain about, oh, you changed too much from the comic. This stayed on topic perfectly. And hearing the Joker actually sing the lyrics, like hearing Mark Hamill as Joker sing the lyrics that you had to read in the graphic novel, I mean, yeah, you sing them in your head, but it's so much different with an actual background tune to it. And just, and freaking Mark Hamill can sing. Holy freaking crap. I was like, what? That part surprised me. But yeah, The Killing Joke was just brought to life. If you like the book, it's everything that was in there, just right there on the screen. Like there's just no other way to describe it. It was great. It just it. Oh man, Mark Hamill was just great. He was sinister. He was just really portrayed how Joker was feeling. And as far as the ending goes, I mean, I'm not going to spoil it, obviously. But if you've read The Killing Joke, at first I was like, oh, they changed the ending. And then I was like, actually, if you think about it, they're leaving it up to interpretation, just like the graphic novel did. So even though it's missing one, I guess, how you want to say it, signature part, it's missing the signature thing that made people contemplate the ending. It's missing that noise, I guess. That's not spoiling anything because, yeah, I mean, people who have read it will know what I'm talking about. It's missing the noise. But in a way, it still leaves it up to interpretation because of another aspect. So, but everybody did great. Kevin Conroy always does great as Batman. I don't even need to mention him. Mark Hamill always does great as Joker. It was just awesome hearing him sing. Like, seriously, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't even think they were going to sing it, to be honest. I thought they were going to cut that part out or something, or figure out a new way to do it. But you could just see where a lot of the panels from the graphic novel, you can literally compare and contrast, and it'll be just literally the same thing. It was great. Animation style, it was good. I liked the animation. It felt a little bit... It didn't feel as, I guess, detailed as I'm used to the DC animated series doing. But this was Bruce Timm in charge of... And he did, obviously, the classic cartoon. Some parts weren't as detailed. And then other parts, you can tell... like where Joker's holding the glass over certain iconic moments from the graphic novel, you can tell they animated the shit out of. Like it looked completely different than some of the other scenes. Like some of the more, I guess, faster paced scenes didn't look as detailed, but then those iconic moments looked just really, really, really detailed, and they captured it extremely well. Ray Wise from Fresh Off the Boat also did really good as Commissioner Gordon. That was also good. Who else? Barbara Gordon is Tara Strong, or Tara Strong is Barbara Gordon. You know what I meant. She's the voice of Timmy Turner for anyone who doesn't know. She's actually the voice of a lot of different things, and she's been voicing in the DCU for quite a while now. She did do good as Barbara Gordon. So there is that. But yeah, all around it was really good. If you like the graphic novel, you will like the movie. And I would recommend downloading it if you like the graphic novel. For those of you who haven't read it, like I don't want to spoil anything. It's darker than normal, than probably you're used to seeing. And also it is way more psychological. It's not really like an action. It's not like DCU's regular action animated movies, or just it's not their action scene. It's really psychological. It's a lot of deeper thought, a lot of just personality. It's a lot of emotions. It's just a lot of things to just think about the way Joker is, the way Batman is. It's just a different look behind their psyches. And also, it's obviously the definitive origin for Joker, even though he, like he says, if he wants to have a past, he'd rather be multiple choice. So, but it is the definitive origin because that's the only one pretty much they've given that people have stuck with. So, yeah, it's like I said, I recommend downloading it. I enjoyed it. I don't regret paying the money for it, even with the little Barbara Gordon thing. I mean, I'm not as pissed off at people, by the way, as about the sex as some people are. I mean, it is what it is. To me, it didn't fit or anything, but it is what it is. It didn't ruin the story for me like it did for a lot of people. I just wish the story wasn't so generic, like freaking catch bad guy. The bad guy was basically Barbara Gordon's Joker. I see what they were trying to do there and tie that into like, oh, this is like copycat Joker to her. So it's kind of trying to underlay Batman and Joker's relationship, but I feel like it failed in that aspect. It didn't really, for me, it didn't feel like that. It just felt like a generic Joker thing. Like they're just copycatting. So, but go download it. hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought if you saw it. Let me know if you're gonna download it. Let me know what you think after you watched it, whatever. And I'll see you guys later. Remember to share and subscribe.